Why are you contradicting yourself? Mr. Speaker, then they are also talking about supply of improved seeds. That is the second pillar of the Planting for Food and Jobs program. And they are saying that in paragraph 388, they supplied 4,454.98 metric tons. Mr. Speaker, in paragraph 789, they are talking about 80,000 bags. We know a standard bag of cereal seeds is 45 kilograms. So when you multiply, it translates into 3,600 metric tons. So why is that in one paragraph, you are talking about 3,600 metric tons. In another paragraph, you are talking about 4,454.88 metric tons. Mr. Speaker, then in paragraph 416, they are saying that they have embarked upon value for money audit on all the ongoing cocoa rows. And the purpose for doing so is to ensure effective and judicious utilization of the taxpayers' money. Mr. Speaker, they are also saying that when they finish with the audit, work will resume on the rows. Now, the question we are asking is that we have copies of the Cocoa Board budget. No provision was made for cocoa rows in 2018. So if you are saying that after the audit, you are going to continue, where are you going to get the money from? They are paying lip service to the construction of cocoa rows in this country. Mr. Speaker, in paragraph 403, what we are saying is that world market price of cocoa has declined by 30%. Mr. Speaker, as a result of the decline, we know in Ghana here, our farmers are paid in kind and in cash. All the payments in kind have been reduced significantly. Last year, for instance, an amount of 316 million Ghana cedis was used on the cocoa mass spraying exercise. That's disease and pest control. This year, it has reduced to 198 million. Mr. Speaker, last year, an amount of 160 million Ghana cedis was committed to the rehabilitation and the replanting of old cocoa farms. Mr. Speaker, this year, it has reduced to 58 million. Mr. Speaker, last year, an amount of 355,500,000 Ghana cedis was used on fertilizer application. This year, it has reduced to 153 million. Mr. Speaker, even the cash payment, even though the 475 per bag payment has been maintained, last year, farmers were given additional 5 cedis as bonus. And they are saying that as a result of the decline in the world market price, they can no longer pay the 5 cedis payment to the farmers. So the farmers are being denied their bonus of 5 cedis. But Mr. Speaker, surprisingly, something has happened. It is baffling, absolutely impossible to understand why everything going to the farmer is declining. Administrative costs at the Cocoa Board headquarters is skyrocketing. Mr. Speaker, last year, Cocoa Marketing Company, a subsidiary of Cocoa Board in charge of internal marketing, was given 74.8 million. This year, that the world market price has declined to the extent that even 5 cedis to the farmer we cannot pay. Their expenditure has jumped from 74.8 to 103 million Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, quality control. Quality control is a department of Cocoa Board in charge of disinfectation, sealing, and grading. Last year, they were given 102 million for their operations. This year, that the price of cocoa has reduced in the world market, as a result of which the farmers' 5 cedis per bag of 64 kilos cannot be paid. Their budget has increased from 102 million to 155 million. Mr. Speaker, then you go to the Cocoa Board himself, where the chief executive himself works. Mr. Speaker, last year, they spent 368,528,500 Ghana cedis. This year, their budget has been increased by a whopping 173 million Ghana cedis. 173 million Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, this year, they are spending 537,123,500 Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, their budget has increased by 48%. Now the simple question is that, why do you make the farmers hewers of wood and drawers of water. And this is a situation that demonstrates cupidity, a situation that demonstrates rapacity, a situation that demonstrates insensitivity to the highest opposition. Mr. Speaker, let me come back to the production of maize, because maize was selected under the planting for food, and the target was that government wanted to increase maize production in this country by 30%. Mr. Speaker, in 2015, the amount of money spent on import of maize, 2015, we imported 91,000 metric tons of maize into Ghana.
Honorable, you have exhausted your time.
In 2015, we imported 91,000 metric tons of maize. But Mr. Speaker, in 2016, we worked hard as a nation. We were able to reduce our import to 31,000 metric tons. In 2017, after all the noise about fighting for food and jobs, as at the end of October, we had imported 100,000 metric tons of maize into this country. Mr. Speaker, let me take you to the fishing industry.
Honorable,
Mr. Speaker, fishes.
Honorable, the time allotted to you,
Mr. Speaker, to conclude,
is exhausted.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Order.